I'm Crosby, and I've spent the last 8 months traveling through the US. First with my sister in a Jeep, and now in a travel trailer with my boyfriend, Dylan.
Welcome to Rookies on the Road.
After a fun and very snowy adventure up north,
We love snow and cold weather.
we decided to pack up and head out west on a 3-month USA road trip,
Let's go.
all while working remotely. We spent the last few weeks in Alabama, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, and are now exploring our final state, California.
So we've spent the last 4 days-ish in Paso Robles, which is the Napa of the Central Coast in California. And I had never heard of Paso Robles until I was looking on Harvest Host and saw like a cluster of wineries, like 15, all in this area. And I was like, what the heck is this place? Did some research. It looks amazing. So I was like, all right, let's go. But I'm telling you, when we drove in, it was literally insane. Like, we were both so blown away. I could not like take my eyes off of like the rolling hills and the winding roads. We got to our first winery on Wednesday, and it was called Hammer Sky Vineyards. Absolutely beautiful.
This is so cool.
This is so cool.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Hammer Sky.
Look how green it is here. We got a free.
We got an extra wine.
An extra one for free.
We became friends with Jamie. She's a queen. This is a very, very nice winery, and we are going to be spending the weekend here tasting wines. It's going to be amazing. But that was definitely our favorite. It was our first one, and we were just completely blown away. It felt like we were in Napa. It felt like we were totally on vacation. So loved that. 2 nights ago, we stayed at Four Lanterns, which was really cool. A little bit more commercial, not really our speed, but the wine was great and people were super sweet. And tonight, where we are right now, we are currently at Rio Seco. Really, really beautiful. There's this huge like flower garden right here. We stayed right next to the tasting room, and it was a really nice night. There's all of this like really nice mountains all around. It's Saturday today, so we are actually heading out of Paso Robles, but we're not going far. We are going to explore Morro Bay today and Cayucos tomorrow. So I'm really excited, but I absolutely loved Paso Robles. Highly, highly recommend if you're really into wine, but you don't want to go all the way up to Napa, or you kind of want a more like low-key experience. There's about 200 wineries in this area, so really great, and it's about 30 minutes from the Pacific Ocean, so you really get it all. So let's go to Morro Bay.
Morro Bay is a tiny coastal town right off Scenic Highway 1, directly between LA and San Francisco. It's seriously such a cute area to shop around, eat some seafood, and just soak up the coastal California vibes. You could spend hours walking or down Embarcadero Avenue. There are tons of shops, restaurants, art galleries, fishing charters, and outlooks for wildlife. You'll likely see some sea otters and sea lions while you're there. Definitely hit up the Carousel Taffy for more than 70 different flavors of saltwater taffy. We got a whole bag and ate the entire thing in 3 days. We were obsessed. And you really can't go to Morro Bay without trying their famous fish and chips. There are tons of waterfront restaurants all along Embarcadero Avenue. We ate at Dutchman's Seafood House and absolutely loved it. Another must-do in the area is to check out the very spot that gave Morro Bay its name, Morro Rock. This California State historic landmark is actually a volcanic plug that was formed 23 million years ago. You seriously cannot miss it. It's 576 feet high, right at the entrance to Morro Bay Harbor. You can really see it anywhere in town, but the best views are on the Morro Bay T Pier and at the Morro State Beach.
This air is so cold. I am so cold.
Dylan, are you cold?
I'm cold. It's 9?
It feels good.
No, it doesn't.
This is unreal. As you can see, we are currently at Montaña de Oro State Park, which is about 20 minutes outside of Morro Bay. And we drove through Morro Bay State Park to get here. And we're hiking on Bluffs Trail, I believe it's called. It's not really a hike, it's like a 4-mile loop walk. We almost didn't do it because we were feeling lazy, but I am so glad we did, because you just walk in this huge loop along the water, and there's all of these little pull-offs, like where you can basically just like walk onto the little cliffs and sit there and watch these humongous waves crash into the rocks. It's amazing. And there's also like little coves so you can go into the like beach areas. This is so awesome. Called Montaña de Oro. That means golden mountain in Spanish. I know it's from a golden flower. I assume it's these because these are everywhere. But there are several different types of golden looking flowers here.
Crosby review?
Actually 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
It really has blown our minds. Like, it's so cool.
It's low key, like there's not a lot of people here.
It is low key, but it's Memorial Day weekend on a Saturday and it's really not packed at all. And I'm shocked because this place is really, really cool. So I'd say definitely one of the underrated spots in the central coast of California. And if you come into this area, you cannot miss it, everyone. This is really cool. So we have found the Mac Daddy of free campsites in this area. This is probably about, what, 12-15 minutes outside of Cayucos, I'd say.
Something like that.
And completely free on the side of this road in the mountains. And there is a beautiful lake literally right next to us. There's 0 cell service because we're in the mountains, but it's really amazing. And I'll put the coordinates of this on the screen and in the description so you guys can use it if you want. But yeah, it's totally like legal for us to park here. I found it on iOverlander, and yeah, we're gonna be here for tonight and tomorrow night. We spent the entire next day exploring Cayucos, which is the cutest little town on the Pacific coast right down the road from Morro Bay. First up on our list was Estero Bluffs State Park at the northern end of Cayucos. This park stretches for miles along the coast with lots of gorgeous trails and rock formations to explore. So we're currently hiking through Estero Bluffs State Park on Estero Bluffs Trail, and it basically, like, right when you come in through the Cayucos entrance, you walk right down to the coast and there's a shipwreck, and at low tide you can actually walk to the shipwreck. So there she is, literally right at the very beginning of the trail. So we're gonna go explore. Cayucos also has amazing locally caught seafood, and we ended up getting lunch at Sea Shanty after passing by it multiple times and getting totally reeled in by its festive vibe and decor. Afterward, we grabbed ice cream at a cute little spot next to the Cayucos Pier, which is actually part of the Whale Trail on the west coast. During their migration season, this pier is an awesome spot for whale watching. The spot that caught our eye when we first visited Cayucos was Ocean Avenue, which is basically the main street of Cayucos, located right on the beach.
There are tons of cool, locally owned antique shops all along the road. Remember When was definitely my favorite. It has so many unique coastal finds.
So Cayucos is actually surprisingly cold. It's June 1st today, and I'm like pretty chilly in this flannel. And I think it just has to do with the cold breeze from the water. There it is right there. But it's actually much cooler here than it is up in Paso Robles, which is up in the mountains. So, the other day it was about 80 degrees as the high in Paso Robles and like 65 as the high here. So it's pretty drastically colder, even though it's pretty close together.
And I could not make this video without including the cafe where we spent basically every single day working, Luna Coffee. It's right on Ocean Avenue and has the cutest outdoor dining area, reliable internet, and delicious coffee. We loved it.
So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, those 3 spots were some of my favorite that I've been to on this entire road trip. I was completely blown away and have continued to be blown away by the Pacific coast of California. It's been incredible. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I have some really exciting videos coming very soon. The next one is actually in Big Sur, which has been on my bucket list for so long, and I've gotta say, it lived up to the hype. So I'm currently in the process of putting that video together, and I'm completely obsessed. I think you're gonna love it, so make sure you click that notification bell so you know when it goes up. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.